can do better. How you guys doing? That's what I thought. Welcome to the Mystery Hour. You probably just got finished watching some sort of sporting event and the remote's too far away, and here we are. Most of our viewers. Hey, we have a great show for you guys tonight. Michael McMillian from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is here. Yeah. We also have the music of Backroad Story. Backroad Story. And we have a great title sponsor, OTC. We love them to death. Check it out. Jeff Houghton here at OTC, the place where dreams come true. This guy's dream is to get a date. Let's see if it can happen for him. All right, I'm here with Emily and Elena. Here you go.
Hello. Hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's a cat. What are we supposed to do to James?
OTC, you have a dream, we have a plan. That's right. Dave Smith, ladies and gentlemen, is here. Look at that, there he is.
Yes, hello everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? It is a beautiful day in the Ozarks, and it's a beautiful show that we have here tonight. Back to you, Mystery.
Thank you. Let's do things I've noticed.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. I've noticed for as often as I walk into Target, y'all should start calling me Dart. I've noticed that we call fine dishes China because they're made in China, in which case I'm going to start calling everything that's made in China, China, which is why I call everything that in my house China, which is everything. It's very confusing. I don't recommend it. Buy American. China. I've noticed that I wonder if hairstylists at the Winter Olympics get confused when it's time to use the curling iron. I've noticed that the hidden moral of The Bachelor is that beautiful, rich idiots finally get to go on a date. I've noticed that birthdays were invented by Hallmark to sell cards. I've noticed that I was surprised that I swallowed a few grapes the other day and then 3 hours later pooped out a box of raisins. That's things I've noticed.
These things I've noticed.
Not our best.
These things I've noticed, yeah.
They can't all be great. That's okay. We're just trying our hardest. Hey, you know, at this point, those of us that work with the show, I feel like we're community leaders. People hold us in high regard. And as such, a lot of the writers for the Mystery Hour got asked to do some PSAs, you know, like kind of like the more you know, like those sorts of things. And I haven't seen them, but I've heard they're great and wanted to share them with you guys just to help the community, help the youth. So here we go. First up, we have some here that are just about being good to others. Check it out.
Sure, it's nice to get to know your neighbors, but not enough to knock on someone's door.
There are 3 things you should never talk about in public: politics, sex, religion, and CrossFit. So actually 4 things.
Remember, just because you're the first one to stand up doesn't mean you're going to be the first one off the airplane. It just means everyone hates you.
You know what's cool? The microwave at work automatically cleans itself. Isn't that right, Lance? Isn't that right? You tortilla soup eating.
That last one was really specific. It's not like for everybody. Okay. All right, next up here are a few that are about just kind of good general life tips.
When your friend sends out a group text because they lost their phone and they need everybody's phone number, you don't have to reply to the whole group.
They always say, if you want peace, it starts with you. Isn't that right, Lance? If you write something with your name on it in the fridge, it's typically yours. You chicken nugget stealing son of a...
You know, politeness is a dying art, so it's really important to be kind with your words. Unless you're on Facebook and someone disagrees with you politically, then they can just...
Your keys are in the dish by the door.
That was very specific, but also pretty general. Like it applies to almost everybody. It's a weird PSA. Okay, this is the last round of them. Here are some great ideas for when you're out and about.
When you're dining out at Fazoli's and the breadstick guy comes around, just take one. Just look, I know you want to take like 7. He'll be back. He'll be back.
When it comes to movie theater etiquette, just shut up.
It's commonly known that anyone above the age of 12 riding a lowrider bike is up to no good. Don't make eye contact.
It's nice to receive gifts, but oftentimes it's better to give them. Just like I gave Deborah a watch during our Secret Santa. But Lance got me in our Secret Santa, and guess what he gave me? A gas station gift.
There you go. That's PSAs. We'll be right back with Michael McMillian from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Here.
That comedy bit brought to you by Bush, Ramlow & Shore, CPAs, accountants. Funny. Set design and construction brought to you by Elamoose, Digital Quill Studio, and Skinny Theatrical Design and Fabrication.
Guest booking provided by Gig Salad.
Additional sponsorship provided by Big Whiskey, the official American restaurant and bar of the Mystery Hour.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm so glad you joined us again. We have a great guest coming up. We also have a great guest sponsor. Pa! The History Museum on the Square. Look out, if you go in there alive, they might try to keep you, but you have to be dead. Oh, that's the worst one I've done. I just said, go there, they'll kill you. We'll have our lawyers talk to them. Don't go there and get killed. Don't go there expecting to get killed. Don't kill anyone. But you should go there. Our guest tonight is on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Please put your hands together for Michael McMillian. Michael. Hello, sir.
This is an awesome theater because you have a balcony.
Yeah.
And I learned a really good dance move when I was in high school. I had a buddy who his signature move when he was dancing, if I may.
Please do.
He would, he'd walk down and he'd be like, okay, first of all, you gotta act like you're, this was how he danced. He'd be like, I'm walking, and then I point to these guys, then I point to these guys, and then second floor. And it's so rare that you get to point to the second floor. Like, in his mind, there were people hanging out of buildings just watching him parade down the street. I mean, if we could all dance like it was our personal parade, I think we'd be a much happier place.
I love that you just came out here guns blazing.
Second floor, watch out, different meaning. Whoa, look out, look out.
Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me. May I say one other thing?
No, you can say as much as you want.
That kid from the OTC promo, there's no way that kid's not getting laid. I mean, he is dressed like a superstar. He's got the best pair of glasses and the greatest haircut I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He is, this kid right here. He's handing out chocolate with puppies' faces on it to strangers. That's a bold move. That kid is getting lucky.
He doesn't
So
even need
keep
to
doing what you're doing, young man. Keep doing what you're doing.
He doesn't even need to say anything.
No,
It's still fine.
Yeah, that's the whole key, is he's just silent. How many, I want to know how many of those girls actually called you. He's shrugging, he's not saying anything. That's how cool he is. I remember when I was in the 7th grade, I had a crush on this girl. I won't say her last name, her name was Jennifer. And this is how my moves were. I bought her a rose. I don't know where I got this, but I just remember walking up to her in the locker row. I almost said locker room, which would have been way worse. But I walked up to her carrying this rose. I think it was Valentine's Day.
Yeah?
I hope it was Valentine's Day. And I was like, this rose. She's like, what? I just said this rose first without even what? And I go, this rose represents the connection between my heart and yours, no strings attached. And she never spoke to me again. That's why you gotta stay silent when you hand out the gifts. Hand it, walk away, let them figure it out. Right? Yeah.
Well, we're out of time.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
So, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Yes.
Tell everyone, it's like this, people love this show. Tell everyone what your role is in the show, people that haven't seen it.
Well, I'm barely on the show. If you watch it, it's not true. I mean, I play a character named Tim, and he is an illegal immigrant from Canada who is hiding his immigration status from the rest of the office. But I play, so in the world of the show, Rachel Bloom, who's the lead actor, plays this woman, Rebecca Bunch, who is a lawyer who's left her high-powered job from New York to come back to, originally to chase her high school crush. And I play one of the lawyers in her office, and I'm kind of a jerk. And it's really fun to play a jerky Canadian, because you kind of get to invent a whole new character, because it's never...
It's an oxymoron.
Yeah, it's never existed. And I get to wear a lot of fun suspenders. That's basically my character on the show. And it's a musical theater, well, it's a musical comedy that's inspired by musical theater and pop music. So there's that too, which is really fun.
I imagine it's a totally different process doing a musical.
Yes.
Than a lot of you've been Hot in Cleveland, True Blood.
Yes.
The process has to be entirely different.
Well, the difference is, so if you know me, you know that I just sing all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Now this is the first time it's been socially acceptable for me to sing on set. But yeah, I mean, it's intimidating. I did a big solo number this current season which was this big Les Mis parody that was based on empty chairs and empty tables, sorry. And it's about my character discovering that he's not quite as good in the bedroom as he thought for his wife. It's called The Buzzing from the Bathroom, and it turns out that buzzing is not an electric toothbrush. And so it's this big dramatic song about that, and but it's this huge, serious song that they gave me, and first of all, I listened to it and I died laughing, but I was actually, so I'm from Kansas City originally. Yep. And I have roots in Springfield because my mom and dad met here at what was then called Southwest Missouri State.
Yeah.
And I got a tour of the campus today by my dad, who's here tonight. I think he found his way here. We almost got a couple accidents today. Also, he told me that his favorite on-campus meal was a pork tenderloin sandwich with Fritos and a glass of milk. But that was the 60s.
All they had was milk and water.
Yeah, that was it. You had two choices: milk, water, and then after 5 p.m. whiskey. That's how it works. But so we have to learn to do these big songs, and they're so funny, and you have, because it's a TV show, you have very little time to learn them.
Right.
So yeah, that's been a whole new pressure in terms of just coming in and being charming. You have to actually like do work and learn how to sing and all that stuff.
That sounds like the worst.
Yeah, terrible.
Do work.
Oh, work. Which is just fun.
Now, what's your ideal? You've been in Hollywood for a while. You've done a lot of different things.
I have.
What do you love to do?
Comedy, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, when I grew up, I did a lot of theater in Kansas City, like community theater. I mean, I wasn't doing a lot of professional stuff until I was out of school, out of college. But I always enjoyed the funnier clown roles, and then a lot of like traditional, not like face paint, not like creepy clown. Although I would have loved to play Pennywise, the clown.
Yeah.
You know, actually, that's my dream, to be a murderer. I take it all back. I just want to be a clown that murders kids. Like, that's...
Guess what? We're ending the interview with you saying that. We'll be right back with this philosophy of clown that murders kids.
Guest travel and accommodations provided by Hotel Vandervoort.
Systematic Savings Bank, official bank of the Mystery Hour. Tonight's musical guest brought to you by Bear Village.
I am born ready. Welcome back, everybody. Let's finish the show out right. Please give it up for Backroad Story.
Try to make it on my own. I thought I'd find a town and try to settle down and make a brand new home. And then a man, he asked for my hand, and I was due to take his last name. And by a twist of fate on that December day, she stepped down off the train. Just a week before the big day came, he caught that woman's grin. I should have known right there with that tip to say I would lose that man to sin. Now I'm stuck here, can't find my Bible, trying to find the answers in the bottom of a bottle. There's a demon up on my shoulder, tells me that man's gotta pay. It ain't justified, but he took my life, and he damn sure won't make her his wife. Ain't it funny? nothing left to lose. Well, it's been 6 months since he ran off with that arrest from Tennessee. I've been slinging alcohol at the hole in the wall, just trying to make ends meet. Well, I've tried and I've tried and I've prayed and I've cried, but it's the only way I know how. And now I'll ask for forgiveness and I'll pray that God gives it for the sins I'm gonna carry out. It's hard to see past Tennessee through this room full of sin and smoke. Never kill this fire burning deep inside till I'm fixed with nothing broke. Now I'm stuck in a campfire, my Bible, trying to find the answers in the bottom of a bottle. There's a demon up on my shoulder, tells me that man's gotta pay. It ain't justified, but he took my life and he damn sure won't make her his wife. Ain't it funny what a woman would do when she's got nothing left to lose? No one dressed in black today, standing on his shallow grave. It ain't justified, but he took my life and he damn sure won't make her his wife. Ain't it funny what a woman would do? Ain't it funny what a woman would do when she's got nothing left to lose? Oh, nothing left to lose. Oh.
Good job, good job. Good game, good game. There they are, Backroad Story. 10% of our box office proceeds tonight goes to Great Circle. We'll see you guys next week.